Hi, this is Anthony from Behind the Scenes. I'm at the Rickshaw Theater with
Kyle, or Gumby from Battlecross.
How's it going?
Fucking delicious. I'm hoping to get a little bit more delicious. Get some fucking poutine in me. But yeah, we're good.
How's the tour going so far?
Awesome.
Is it?
Good dudes on the tour. Everybody's getting along well, so can't complain.
Nice.
You know, minor hiccups here and there, but nothing.
Yeah, I heard
nothing
you had
drastic.
Heard you had a minor hiccup at the border.
Yeah, we had a minor hiccup. We've crossed the border at least 15 times, and this time they were giving a shit about our seatbelts. But we have had the same rig crossing some of the same borders for the past 3 years.
Really?
Yeah.
And you just today was
the day.
Today was the day.
We got it, and it's all which border agent you get. That's
Correct.
it.
Yeah.
That's fucking it. Sad.
So I understand somebody had to go back and pick some of the other members up.
Well, we did, but I just walked my cripple ass fucking a quarter mile down the road, and they just picked me up.
Oh.
So, fuck authority.
Speaking of crippled ass, I see you all bandaged up there. What happened? What'd you do?
Yeah, I guess 4 months off the tour just kind of left me a little, my body not used to it. And I'm a 6'3.5" person living in a 6 foot, maybe 6 foot or 5'11" space. So that's not very good. And yeah, my back goes out sometimes. I've been a construction worker. I was a construction laborer for 7 years, so that didn't help either.
Right.
Yeah, so I've been able to stand up straight in 14 days.
Oh.
So pretty much the third day of tour, I was.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Does it hamper your time on stage?
A drug addict is never in pain when he's getting his fix. As we can see in the alleys around this fucking place.
Yes.
Damn.
Pretty sad. Pretty sad state of affairs.
I have watched 5 people shoot up in the hour and a half I've been here. Like,
wow.
Fuck.
That's brutal.
Yeah, and I mean, watch them shoot up. Like, I think they're shooting up. Like, holy shit, that guy is just shooting up right there. Crazy.
It is. You guys released your first album.
Mm-hmm.
It was self-released.
Yep.
Then you got
signed.
You got signed to Metal Blade Records.
And then we re-released it with me on it.
Yeah.
And then we did War of Will, and now we're on Rise of Power.
Nice.
And so that's where we're at.
And what do you prefer? Do you prefer studio or do you prefer live performance?
Pertaining to what?
I'm sorry?
Pertaining to what?
Well, do you prefer recording or do you prefer being live on stage?
Live on stage.
Yeah.
Totally.
Because it's there, it's in your face.
Yeah, I don't think we record. I don't think the recording in a studio captures what we do on stage.
Right.
There's a definite difference in between the two of them.
Yeah.
So,
there's no switching off on stage.
Yeah. No. The intensity's there, the crowd's there, the adrenaline's there. You know, when you're in a studio, you're just trying to do it perfect, and you're in your head, and you're trying to sum up the adrenaline.
Yeah.
But on stage, it's just there.
Your teaser song for your new album coming out in August.
Yeah.
Not Your Slave.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the joke teaser. But yeah, Not Your Slave. That's our new bitch.
Yeah. It's killer.
Yeah, she's on Sirius XM. She's on Devil's Dozen. It's not the fastest song, but it's just some people have bitched about it not being the fastest song or us not like going for the throat for it. But I mean, we just wrote a good song, and that throughout everybody's opinion on it, that was the song that everyone took. You know, so that's where we're going with it. You know, I would have picked something different, but I don't have the say. But you know, it's a good song, strong, solid song.
It is. It is. And
yeah.
Really rips.
Yeah. I don't think any of our songs are bad.
No.
But I do like a couple of songs that no one else likes, and I'm like, I'll tell you in the end, I'll be right, and you know I'm right, and you'll know I'm right because that's the song that people are gonna ask for. So I'm just waiting.
So if you got to pick, which would be the one you would have shown the crowd?
Climb.
The Climb.
Yeah, The Climb would have been mine. Yeah, and Alex's.
And Alex's. Hi, Alex.
How's it going, man?
Good. How are you doing?
Good.
Anthony.
Alex, that's what
You too.
Yeah. So yeah, that's everybody's got their opinion, and you got to go through. There's so many people that get a say in this, so
Right.
Sometimes
it's not really a
people
band.
don't like the most brutal song on the album, but I love the most fucking brutal song on the album.
That's because you can get really down to your core when you're singing.
Yeah, people, the audience. I've got the feel of the audience, man. I just know how a song goes off and how to play an audience.
Right.
That's my talent.
Yeah.
He's a drummer. I'm an audience man. Like that's where I come in. I'm the gap from the audience to the band. Not everybody sings. Not everybody plays guitar. Not everybody drums. Not everybody plays bass. Not everybody fucking talks.
That's right.
So everybody's gonna fucking throw their 2 cents in on what I do. Only a drummer's gonna pick up. Hey, you missed that, or he's not playing the fucking 16ths on the fucking hi-hat or the right way, blah. But everybody can pick me out. But that's my get right there.
Now, prior to me getting my notes together for this interview, I watched some previous interviews with you. And one of the ones, somebody touched on how you got into being in the band. You said you just went to some friend's house. You guys were drinking beer, and they're like, "Hey, you want to be in a band?" And you're just like, "Sure."
Oh yeah, no, that was my first band.
Oh, okay, that wasn't Battlecross.
No, that wasn't Battlecross.
My mistake. I apologize.
That was my first band. They were just, "Hey, you want to scream?" And I was like, "Sure." Why not? I'm not doing anything. I'm just mowing lawns, getting high. But these guys, their singer was going down. He had another kid. So they were like, "Hey," and I was in a different band. I was in a bigger band, but I lost 2 of my guitar players to fucking heroin.
Oh.
So I tried to reassemble that band, and it was going good, but it just wasn't where it was at, and it never got back to what it was. So they were like, "Hey, can you just come over and fill in until we figure this out?" So I was like, "All right, I'll fill in. That's cool." And then they just didn't get a guy that I even thought was good enough, and everybody knew it. They were literally waiting for me to go, "Okay, I'll join." But I was just like, even that when we had rehearsals for a show, they would have like dudes come in and audition, and I'd be like, no, just do your thing. I'm down here. You do you. You're not pissing me off. You're not stepping on my toes.
Right.
Do
what you gotta do.
Do it. And I'd hear guys and I'm like, and just kind of like, all right, I'll do it. And I knew we all knew that the band that I was in, or this band, was going to get signed to Metal Blade. We were going to get signed
To somebody.
We were going to get signed to Metal Blade. And
No ifs, ands, or buts.
no, it was already in the pipeline. We were going to get signed.
Nice.
But it was just, which band was going to keep going. And I chose Battlecross, and Battlecross is 3 continents, 15 countries later.
Nice.
Boom. A shit ton of fucking debt.
again, getting back to the vocals,
Yeah.
does it hurt to get that low?
No.
Vocally, gutturally? You know,
It hurts more talking.
Hurts more talking.
Yeah.
Because you got to do the breathing.
No, it just hurts more talking. Like, I don't know, I can go on stage and be fine, but as soon as I get off and, you gotta yell at people and you gotta talk and you gotta talk and you gotta talk.
Right.
That wears
That
your voice
hurts.
down. But,
Right.
like, I know my mechanics
Right.
to be fine on stage. But, just the wear and tear of just talking and diet and all this other shit, that hurts the most.
Interesting.
Having the diet right, having your vocal rest right,
Yeah.
and not talking too much at shows. That's the key. And that's what I try to stick to that. And people might now be like, I don't go out too much, but I just try to be as professional as I can, and make sure every city gets the best show that they can. So that's my thing.
Now, getting back to another previous interview I'd seen with you is about MMA,
Oh yeah.
and you touched on the fact that you don't care what somebody has in their crotch,
No.
man, woman.
No,
Like,
it shouldn't
for
at all.
MMA.
If you want equal rights,
Yeah.
if you fought for equal rights, you should.
But you
keep
seem to have
going.
been cut off during that interview because
Oh.
you kind of touched on women in metal.
Yeah.
They'd focus more on the MMA. 'Cause
Yeah.
it was more of a fight. It was a fight network that you were talking to.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. I
Same
actually
view.
watched that one a little while ago.
Yes, I just
Yeah.
watched it last week. But I wanted if you could expand your thoughts on that, like women in metal, and because I know your thoughts on
Yeah. Well, it's the fucking same. It doesn't matter
No, it doesn't.
what you got,
Yeah.
what gender you are.
That's right.
If you're good at what you do, you're good at what you do. And if you want someone to give you praise because you're a woman in the metal scene, I think that's bullshit. If you're a woman in the metal scene, if you should be a person in the metal scene. If you're putting that you're a woman, then you're already being sexist, not me. I didn't bring it up. I didn't bring up the fact that you're a woman.
Right.
You brought up the fact that you're a woman in metal. So that doesn't
Because you
matter.
can clearly see that she is.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
If you're a good performer, if you're a good player, if you're tight, yeah, it doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter. And if you're crying for equal rights, then just be equal. If you're gonna perpetuate, you're the woman or you're something. Want to be different. Battlecross doesn't play race cards, and
No.
I've got literally the only full-blooded Sri Lankan in the entire music industry in my band. We don't make note of that.
No.
Did you hear on Battlecross?
Yeah.
He's not
He's
color.
a member of the
He's
band.
Battlecross.
That's right.
So what you are as a person is what you should be. You're a good performer, or you're a shit performer, or I'm a woman, so I should be allotted to suck a little bit more, or give me a little bit more leeway.
Right.
No, sorry, fuck off. I don't care what you got in your crotch. You're gonna be good or you're gonna be bad.
I agree 100%. And that's where I thought that was going, and I felt that you were kind of leered into something else.
Well, and I've seen a lot of posts like, "Oh, women in metal and blah blah blah." And I'm like, fuck that. Fuck them. Why did they get special treatment? Why? I didn't get no special fucking treatment. I got fucking. I'm disfigured. I have we have a eclectic fucking band. We don't say none of that shit. We're thrashers. We do what we love. That's all we need to tell you. Go fuck off if you got any other opinion.
And Detroit's got a great metal scene.
Kind of.
Kind of.
Kind of. We definitely scraped our fucking way out of there. That's for sure.
Not happy with the scene there.
Well, every local scene kind of is mad. But
But I mean, it's just how you can, you know, be a machine to get out of there.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a lot of people don't. Well, you know, you start talking about business, and people think you're a fucking poser and shit. And you're not a fucking poser. You're just being realistic. You know, it takes money to buy a van. It takes money to buy a trailer. It takes money to get a plane ticket. It takes money to buy equipment. It takes money to have gas. It takes money to get a new fucking tire when you're on the fucking road. You have to be an effective business to continue in this fucking world because there's no money in it. So you have to scrape together what little money you can and be efficient at it. That's the key. And I mean, every local scene, if a band gets out of it, it's because they had an effective strategy and they got out of it.
Logical.
Yeah.
It's total, just plain logic.
Yep. Business is everything. Yeah. All right.
I thank you kindly for your
problem.
time.
Yeah, no problem, man.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I hope you heal.
I hope I fucking do too, man. This
Sorry
shit
to
is
see you in that
ridiculous.
shape.
Yep. Fucking, what, LA, I could barely even stand up. Like, from walking to here to there, well, it took me 5 minutes.
Wow.
Yep. So that was fun.